Hello, my name is Shuttle here. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Siam. In previous episode we started our war. Well, first of all, we've got a little bit of land over here. We annexed Chiang Mai and we got Burma from Burma. Well, the state of Burma from Burma. They still got two states though, and I don't think they'll be taking a fight against me unless they get some big help. But right now we got a lot of attacks about to happen in this war against the French and the Dutch East Indies. We got Austria helping us, so we got pretty good strength overall. Not entirely sure how well this attack is gonna go. By the looks of it, not very well. The French do have pretty good defense. But I suspect that our defense over here will hold for the most part. As long as the numbers aren't too bad for us. Oh, there we go. We've got 11 defending. Yeah, no, we've got a lot better defense than they got attack. At least on this particular army. They got pretty high level general though. I mean, that would explain why they got so many troops there. And we can have a high tier of naval bases, or the size of naval bases. We might want to get a bit more naval bases, quite frankly. We're currently still hiring over there. I'm just going to build another 5 just in case. But yeah, our defense is holding. The Austrians are unable to attack through the line there. I suppose if we just hold on the ground. Oh, now they're attacking and I'm defending. But we've got pretty decent defense overall, so I'm not too worried about that one. I think they are going to be taking a lot of casualties. They got roughly the same troops, I reckon. I mean, these are... Oh yeah, light infantry is what we have as well, isn't it? We got some French troops there supporting skirmish infantry with some handcrank machine guns and shrapnel artillery. So the French do definitely have better troops than we have, but that's really not a surprise. We just don't have the sulfur to get our munitions production going yet. Once we do, that actually say once we control Brunei, should be fine. Oh, there's more Austrians coming in here. Did we? Okay, over here it's still front holding. And we got one army over here just defending the line. I suppose what What is our fleet doing? It's currently patrolling coast. I'm gonna raid convoys over there. Especially the French convoys. If we can start making them lose a bit of morale, then that might be what we need to sort of push them out of Borneo. So this is a bit of a big war, but I suspect that we might be able to win this. Spanish-Philippines damaging relations, alright. Yeah, no, over here we lost about 2,300 men. They've lost close to 5,000 already in this one combat. So our defense is actually holding surprisingly well, I'd say. As long as the numbers aren't too bad for us. Which over here, oh, they have plunder. Well, they're going to be taking a lot of casualties, that's for sure. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an expensive war, though, so we might be having... Oh, colonization celebs completed. Oh, right, we can colonize all of that. We could probably send in an army over there. The extra army that we have. I mean, we still have a few battalions in home territories, so I'm just going to send you over there. Now, hopefully it will survive. But our defense is holding. I'm hoping that... Okay, they are attacking once again. And it's the Austrian defending. Well, they got okay defense. Actually, I think we got roughly the same. We got attrition in... Where exactly? Who is that? West Borneo front. Okay, so one of these fleets... Oh, they started sinking convoys, aren't they? Alright, well, let's go ahead and assign our navy to then just escort convoys to Indonesia. If we could maybe stop some of the raiding, that'd be nice. Although I suspect that they got a lot better fleets overall. You know, we're causing a lot of casualties, at least for the enemies, and that's good news. If we have... Well, to be fair, our side has lost almost 100,000, but they've lost almost 120,000. No, yeah, no, almost 120,000. So they are actually taking heavier casualties than we are. Now I'm hoping... Oh, the Austrians are moving some troops there as well. Is the attack over here going anywhere? Not really. Not really. But we're defending on 2 battles over here in Borneo, and both are going fine for us right now. Okay, Lancer's Fair... Oh, there we go, repeaters. We could actually start making repeaters. That's going to increase the amount of small arms available. That's actually going to drop the price a lot. We could even increase the... Or go for the breech loader rifle, or the artillery now, not rifles. That might increase the substitution quite a bit. So it's going to be making a lot less profit. Oh, and we need a lot more tools, actually. Hand crank machine might actually be very useful during this war, if the war lasts for long enough. So we will go for that one. And the tool workshop, we might have to increase that, so it's going to give it another level. We've got quite a bit of things. I mean, we've got the naval bases, those are going to go down fairly quickly. But yeah, this is a bit of stalemate on the front there. Oh, there is French troops on this front. Well, no wonder that neither side is making a lot of progress. And they pushed us back. But I think with the victory over there, we're going to retake that. Oh, and the Austrians might actually win this. Hey, organized sports, more prestige, good. How's the convoy situation? It's still pretty high. We're taking a bit of problems. So which one is it actually of the armies that is having the problem? You got 40 battalions. Well, both of those have 40 battalions. Defending West Borneo front, and the other one's probably defending West Borneo front as well. But yeah, the morale is a little bit problematic there. I suppose if we have a look at this, we can, well, not that, but the front itself, we can probably see which one it is. Oh yeah, it is this front. Just have a bit of a problem with the morale as well, admittedly, but they're still winning the defenses. Quite handily, I might add. Oh, Central Archive is finally spreading. Oh boy, that's going to be really useful. But yeah, the war is a bit of a war of attrition here for sure. We got our troops trying to attack, but the French aren't bringing in a lot of troops here. I mean, it's mostly French troops in there in the first place. So I might actually want to switch to defend front there for the time being, just to help a little bit with that. Not take unnecessary casualties. But yeah, there we go. We are pushing through the French line there. At least for a little bit. Now, how long can we hold that line is a different question. Especially with the attrition penalties that we have. Oh, and the French fleet has found us. We're taking pretty massive casualties. I mean, they've got the ironclads in there, so that kind of makes sense. I would be losing. I wonder if they're trying to do a landing in somewhere. We've got a few battalions in here, but that's not going to be enough to stop them, is the problem. But if we could just take a little bit land in here, that's going to start causing everyone else to falter a little bit. Oh, we're losing that. Oh, dear. We might lose this war. I mean, luckily, if we do lose this, we can probably get away with just the war reparations. Well, maybe not. Let's have a look. So if we were to put that in, no one would accept that yet. Alright. Well, we'll see how it goes. Did they... Oh, we did manage to get in there. Okay, but that's the... Oh, right, that's that front. And over here, we're going to get pushed back a little bit. Nothing too bad yet. But let's have a look at these. So I'm guessing the Dutch East Indies are losing a little bit more. Or, yeah, we're losing actually a bit more than they are. I mean, they took probably like 2 or 3 provinces in here. And the Austrians are having problems. I mean, it's just the enemy naval supremacy in here is pretty significant. That's causing a lot of issues. Now we're getting a lot of the new naval bases though, so that should help. Also getting the Arms Academy, a bit more arms industries. Not that we necessarily need that arms industry right now. Still losing about £9,000 per week. Do we have... Okay, the taxation capacity is still Macon and Annam are having a bit of problems. Low market access is mostly the overseas territories. I mean, Chiang Mai could have a little bit of an increase in there, so we'll just build another railway there. I suppose at this... The rice farms, we could use a bit more stuff here to reduce the workforce needed. So that's going to free up some of the workforce to work at... Well, the sugar plantation might not be the best location, but, you know, have a little bit unemployed there to work on other things. We've got 4 million radicals. That's going up right now quite a bit. And we're going to be losing these combats here, so they might push us away from Borneo. But I suspect then we'll just have a massive combats in here. We lost a battle. Like, it's going back and forth. We lost a battle, we won a battle, we lost a battle. We've got a bit of a bad morale right now. And value's 52%. Okay, so that's not great. But I suppose it's mostly just the defenses in there. Or the naval... Oh, yeah, they're pushing us out of here. Alright, Champasak. Which one was that? Oh, Luang Prabang. That probably makes a truce between us, but... I mean, technically speaking, I could go for something like that. The enemies would accept that. But Austria would not. I wonder if we could get something out of this as well. Probably not. Nope. I'm not going to offer the peace deal yet, but we might have to give up that for a while. So we're defending our... Well, trying to defend our stuff here, but we're not really doing all that well. Our ships are just not... No match for them. Oh, now they got quote-unquote naval combat over here. Okay, we're fighting against Sintang over there, so that might actually be really good results from that. Oh, and is that? I can attack on this front. Oh, there is a combat already on that front, isn't it? There's only Sintang and Banjar in there. And then there's the big front over here, which we are probably losing. Over there, that's still not going anywhere. And over here, they've managed to push us even further back. At least the Austrians are defending right now, so they got... Oh, the enemy got the plan. No, the brave engineer in Tonkin. We could probably afford losing a 5 infrastructure there. I mean, how bad is it? Oh yeah, we got plenty in there. And 2 years to get this incorporated, so that's going to be nice. We might want to get a bit more opium. It's making pretty good money. And I suppose there's also probably tea that we could farm in here. I'd do a decent bit of cash. I'm just getting some more things that would give us the investment pool back. To some degree, that would be probably a smart idea. Oh, right, so did we manage to get... Oh, we're fighting against the French again there. We're actually attacking against the French. So that's not going to go well. Over here we're slowly losing territory, but luckily we won't lose anything but the vassal if we lose this. And a lot of money, admittedly, but like we can recuperate from that. Our economy is still on the rise, well, not quite as much on the rise as I would like it to be. If we take this one away, would they be taking the white piece? Not yet. The Austrians are probably willing to take a white piece soon. The French would probably be willing to take a white piece soon as well. They've lost a lot of troops as well. Although they are losing a lot less troops than what a lot of us are. Oh, there we go. The Austrians are pushing back the sort of weaker enemies here. And hopefully that's going to open up the front down that way. That would be very useful. It was down to basically nothing over there. Come on, you can do this. Open up the front. Oh, bollocks, we have no morale there. Nor do we have a lot of troops there. Oh, there we go, we opened the front. Oh, we got our allies there. Where is our army? Did it get pushed back home? Oh yeah, it did. Alright. That's probably fine. We can let that recuperate for a little bit. Or maybe send it over here. This could probably use a bit of help. Or we just don't send an army out right now to reduce the attrition that we take. Oh. The French have to pay war reparations in another war. Oh, hold on a minute. I didn't realize that they were fighting a second war. Oh, they got another war that they're in. Oh, they're in the Bolivia war, but I don't think they are focusing on that one. Communist Bolivia versus Bolivia. Oh. Alright. So all of them got pretty high war support still. So if we were to just go for the war reparations, Austria would not accept that. They got a lot of loans though. Do the French have a lot of loans? They do. So they're probably losing a bit of the war support at least. And Sintang, you're losing quite a bit as well, because you've taken... Oh, you got 50% radicals. Oh boy. That's gotta be a rough one. I'm making at least a little bit of money right now. Yeah, the area over here is having definitely some problems. Oh, we're fighting on an empty front there. Is that so? I believe it is, actually. I suspect that the Austrians are going to get pushed out of there. You know, in the meanwhile... Oh, there's allies over here that are not advancing. But at the same time, the enemies are probably sinking everything in here. Or at least almost everything. We've been pushed back from the northern front here. The southern front is still holding, I guess. But there's only the Dutch East Indies troops there. Now, I know that I could get conscripts. It's usually very expensive and it wouldn't really be any better troops. And right now, even more troops wouldn't really help us on Borneo and like that, because it's just... It's controlled by... Or the naval waters are controlled by the enemy. But in theory, since they're not calling for... Well, I suppose we are going to be losing the war support relatively quickly. The Austrians are losing a lot more than we are, admittedly. But like, we'll probably get pushed back from here. I don't know if we will be pushed over here. Probably not. We're trying to defend over there, but it's not going all that well. And there we go. They pushed us away from there. Are we... Oh, we got a lot of troops here now. I think this one, I'm just going to pull back from the front. And hopefully, we can reduce the stuff there. I mean, we can probably keep the fights going on in there for a while. But we are probably losing this war. It's just the French managing to bring 200 battalions in here was a bit of a problem. I don't think I can actually get a truce yet. So Sintang will have to wait. Let's see, if we were to go for the war reparations... Actually, no, I'm more willing to liberate Champasak. Austrians would accept that. No one else would, really. I mean, I suppose if we were to go for the war reparations as well, Austrians would not accept that. It's just the navy that we have is not sufficient. We need to get the ironclads, and we don't have the tech for that yet. So I guess after the machine gun, that's probably going to be... Oh, we're actually already getting the ironclad. Getting the ironclad and the gantry cranes, we're going to switch to a bit better fleet, and that will probably give us a bit more chances of defending our convoys in here. On the bright side, oh, now everyone would accept that. Is there... If we don't liberate, would everyone accept that still? No. Alright. About no war reparations. Okay, so if we go for that one, they would accept it. I don't suppose there's a lot that I can take from them. I don't think so. No. I would love to get Sintak, but that's not going to be an option, I guess. Wait, empty front? Where's Micro-India? Oh, the French are moving troops here. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. But clearly the Austrians were not necessarily the best choice for this one, because they don't share a border with the French as such. At least not right now. Germany would have been better. Oh. Sweden having a bit of a revolution there. Swindling futurity. I'd say the loans are a cornerstone of any healthy economy. That's gonna... Oh, right, so we do have election season here. I'm just trying to get a Liberal Party maybe a little behind the points there. Oh, now that we're getting the plantations infrastructure and all that, that is giving us a lot of money again, or a decent bit of money. So that's gonna allow us to pay off back some of the credit that we've accumulated. Okay, there is a lot of fronts in here. The British lost in a war. I wonder if we could not do the war reparations. It's still pretty far away. The Dutch East Indies definitely want that to be happening, I guess. And this would be our path out of the war. Would be same as capitulating, to be fair. I can afford waiting for a little bit. Like, you know, it's a lot of stuff that gets conquered right now. Oh, gold depleted in North Borneo, alright. Is that... Oh, it's... Well, some of the gold depleted in there, I guess. Not all of it. Still having some taxes that are not realized, but how close are we getting to this? 17 months? Alright. We can probably speed up now, since it's mostly waiting game. Oh, okay, Austria stepped out of the war, I guess. Can we get away with... No, I think we're going to have to just propose the peace deal. It's going to be a little bit expensive. At least we didn't lose any land as such, and we can recuperate the stuff here. Langfang, if we were to declare war on you... Oh, are you You're independent now. Interesting. Well, I suppose I could do in the meanwhile is consolidate our lands in the rear here. So if we annex subject, Russia would join the enemy, but I don't think they'd be able to send in anything in here. I mean, there's a possibility for others to join. We've got quite a bit of infamy still, but that would only give us 1.2. You are still part of the Siamese market. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, that was... Okay, how long do we have a truce with you? Until 1886. Alright, well, we can consolidate the stuff over here in the meanwhile. Russia would most likely side with the enemy, of course, here, but I think we'll be fine. The army... Oh, right, the navy should probably patrol coasts in Indochina, just to be on the safe side. And then we're going to put in the... Oh, the armies are probably all... No, they have returned home. Okay. It's going to put in the big army on there. Get things done quickly. Oh, and okay. Germany is siding with the enemy, perhaps, but no one else right now, or at least leaning towards them. But getting more of Laos would be actually pretty good. And eventually, once the peace with Champasak is over, we'll be able... Oh, Russia? Are they in another diplomatic play, then? Oh. There's Austrian civil war. Oh, we may have crashed and burned Austria, then, in this war. Alright, then. Oh, this army is still here. Okay. Interesting. I think it should be in here, I guess, but... I mean, if it's there, that's fine, I guess. So how much do we have here? We don't have a lot of troops, do we? We could probably get some barracks in here. Russia does side with the Luang Prabang. I'm pretty sure they won't be able to send in anything in here. So we'll just conquer that. And I suspect that we'll be able to fight off the Russian landings if they try to do any. I mean, if they are in the diplomatic play against the Austrian war over here, that's probably where they are going to be focusing on. Or the Austrian Revolution, to be more precise. We're losing about 30,000 right now. I mean, how much of that is to the diplomatic... Yeah, it's 20,000 for the diplomatic deal. Alright. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Once we get the... Well, I still don't have the sulfur production, though. That's the biggest problem. Like, we need to get sulfur from somewhere, and Brunei would probably be the best option. But for that, we'd have to do a landing. And that's a lot easier said than done. Plus, what sort of troops do they have there? Oh, they do have shrapnel artillery. I suppose one thing that we could do is start buying some ammunition from somewhere. Like, we got the bureaucracy for that. Right, we'll probably have to do it through here, because we don't use any yet. Oh, the sulfur would be one option. We could start buying some explosives. No, we can't buy a lot of explosives by the looks of it. Well, at least it's not predicted to be very large amounts in there. Right, so what about the ammunition? There you are. We could buy some from the German market. I don't know if it would be beneficial for us. I mean, we could try. Give it a bit of a nudge there, and I suppose what we could do is start upgrading some of these with the skirmish and shrapnel artillery, so that there's a bit of demand for it, and then the trade deals will probably start picking up some speed as well. We could probably do it over here as well, although these are part of our army. But if we just do it a little bit at a time, I'm not too worried about it. Ah, there we go. Conservative Party is still the biggest one, but they've lost some of their sort of leeway in there. We could technically bring in the rule folk into the government, I guess. Or we could bring, yeah, I think we could bring in the rule folk. That's going to reduce our legitimacy a little bit. It's not too bad, though. And is there any laws that we could now pass that would actually be beneficial for us? There's still the National Guard that we could try passing. We'll pass censorship, but I'd rather not do that one. The tech spread reduction is not great. Not really much in this trade stuff there. So I guess we're mostly just waiting for a lot of the text to be done, quite frankly. Speaking of which, oh right, we lost the 25% boost in there for the innovation. Or for the university throughput. And we just lost a massive amount of authority and bureaucracy. Alright, well the bureaucracy problem is something that we can't really fix in a quick moment there. We can probably get another few government administrations in places. And also maybe we should just go ahead and import more sulfur. I know it's going to be a little bit costly, but we'll start importing that from Austrian market. They help us, we might as well give them a bit of a help in that regard. I'm just going to put one of these government administrations to the top, so we can fix some of the tax waste. It's not necessarily that massive, but it's still several thousand that is being lost. And while the Russians are part of this war, I don't know if they're... I mean, we'll conquer that quite easily. Oh, right, we can't put any more war goals. Not that we'd necessarily be able to get anything out of it anyway. So it's better for us to just conquer that, annex that, and then get out of the war. So that we can do another war somewhere else. How long do we have until the truce with Burma has ended? 1882, so that's next year actually. That's not too far off, so we can maybe do a bit of expansion down this way again. Oh, that's gonna be an easy victory. We've got the morale damage, and okay, it's much, so it's less provinces captured. Still gonna be a victory. Oh, what's this? Oh, Maori uprising against the French. Oh, interesting. There we go, we capture a decent chunk of Laos over there. But the amount of, well, oh right, we need to probably reduce some of the taxes in here, which does mean a bit of a reduction in tax income. Quite a big, actually. But at least we don't have that much authority problems there. Oh, and the petite bourgeoisie is now back to somewhat happy, so that actually fixed the bureaucracy issue. Oh, we've got another battle going on. Oh, this is plunder for us. Oh, that's not great. Still not really all that bad, admittedly. Okay, so... oh, boiler explosion. I do want to increase the industrialist sort of strength there. I'm going to go there, and then I'll go for that option. In that particular thing. We've got a few battalions in reserve, not a lot though. We're going to get a bit more iron mines. Oh, what did we lose over here? Oh, we lost the steel mill. Oh, they don't have a lot in there to utilize that, so it's not really that bad. As long as they don't reduce the levels. And I suppose this one we can now stop damaging. Let's have a look at the nations that we could maybe improve relations with. We don't have that much influence right now. Pretty sure Russia would be an okay option. First we'll do that one. And then maybe we'll improve relations with Britain? I don't know. Oh, Britain is hostile. Oh. They are belligerent. And Lernbrang is now damaging relations. I'm not entirely surprised by that, admittedly. I'm pretty sure that the Russians haven't really sent anything in here. So they're just nominally in the war, but that's about it. And this one, I can declare neutrality. I'm not going to be in that war. So how long until Tonking is... nope. Tonking is incorporated in 9 months. Okay. So at that point we should be getting a lot more taxes from there. I mean, it's not really that massive amount of taxes, but it is going to be taxes. There's 2.6 million people in there. The standard of living isn't all that great, admittedly, but it could be a lot worse. Gold depleted in Victoria, alright. I believe that is in Australia. And that's going to be another victory, and Luang Prabang is probably going to surrender in a matter of a few weeks. Should be about 4 weeks at most. And hand-crank machine gun is going to be really good for the future. Oh right, bolt action rifle is one of the few things that we could use the oil. I mean, there's the vacuum canning as well that uses some oil. And will give us a lot more groceries. Which, generally speaking, do have a high demand. So you can easily get those sold. There we go, annexation completed. And then Russia, they will probably just take that peace deal. There we go, so they're still losing a bit of cash, admittedly. But not quite as bad. And what did we get from here? A bit of mines, a bit of logging. Peace treaty, oh. Right, the French crushed the revolution, I guess. There's a little bit extra unemployed now. Which is not necessarily... Oh, so we got still 1 level in the steel mill. We could go for the rotary valve engine just to reduce the labor use a little bit at the steel mill. And not going to use the explosives. Do we... So we did start buying some ammunition. Let's have a look at the ammunition imports. Market price of 50, importing 22. So we could potentially go around and upgrade more of them. Maybe if we upgrade our capital. It's going to be probably a bit expensive. But it would be quite nice. Did we ever get the... Oh, what do we have here? Police brutality. I say it's warranted. Keep the petty bourgeoisie in a good... Oh, wow, that reduces the loan interest rate drastically. We're paying 42,000 for the interest, to be fair. So that is already causing us quite a bit of... I mean, if we didn't have to pay any loans, then we'd be making a profit already. But yeah, since right now we can't really change the taxation laws, I think the biggest... Oh, freedom of conscience. That would probably reduce the authority that we have available. There's a decent bit of support for this law, at least. It would reduce the monks' authority, or the political strength, a decent bit. Relations will be acted based on shares, a trait with the state religion in the country. But over here it's only the state religion. So it could maybe reduce a little bit of the radicalism with that. Armed forces would lose a lot of support, rule folk would lose a lot of support, the monks would lose a lot of support. I think the monks currently give us the authority bonus though, so I don't think we're going to necessarily afford angering them. We'll just stay as is. Do we have a lot of... Yeah, we've got a little bit of industries underway still. What do we need right now the most in things that we can produce ourselves? Fine art, coal. Coal is something that we do need. We'll just put in another coal mine or two. Over here, there's the... Oh, right, we got the steam donkeys now. I suppose we could put those in here. Oh, those are already using steam donkeys. And coal mines were not. That would reduce the coal produced, but, you know, reduce the labor's use quite a bit as well. And the sugar plantation is underway. So how is the grocery or food industry doing over here? It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Right, so I guess what we are going to have to do is get a bit more troops, especially, I believe we got... No, we already built those, didn't we? We could probably build a bit of... oh yeah, we did build a barracks in here. But they're only slowly hiring. We could probably afford getting the dye plantation. The dye prices are slightly elevated. There's also going to be something that is going to give us the investment pool transfers, because we got... Well, we still got 300,000 in the investment pool. We managed to reduce the... Well, we got... Okay, we still got 5 million credit to take. If need be. So that's not too bad necessarily. Did that increase? Oh yeah, that's the loan interest rate. That gives us the troop quality. Production tech cost is reduced. Gonna get the hand-crank machine gun, and then I think it might be time to get some more various things for the production, maybe. Or just get the central archives down real quick. That could also help quite drastically. The amount of bureaucracy that we'd have at that point means that we could core some more territories. Yeah, we'll go for that one. We got the hand-crank machine gun now, so that's going to be really good for our military. Or at least a little bit more defense for our military. That'll help in the future wars. So right, so how many interests can we have? And we only got 1 out of max 3. I'm going to put 1 in North India, so we can maybe trade with British Raj. Although that is part of the British market, is it not? This is British Raj. Oh, and we lost the 1 in Rhine. Okay, that makes sense. We've got all of this in here. We could put one in South China to trade with the Jing market a little bit more. Let's do that. We got a bit of bureaucracy at least available. Let's, we could sell some sugar, I guess. Either to Germany, the French market would also pay quite nicely. We actually get more tariffs from the French market. Total. Because we're selling a lot more in there. But that would be 300, you know, that's actually not the worst thing. And then the meat, we could probably start producing a lot more. Oh, China would actually buy some of that. Liquor is another thing that would... Ooh, Germany wants a lot of liquor. Alright, that's going to be a lot of tariffs. That also means that there's going to be a massive demand for more alcohol. So we'll probably increase the level over there. We've still got 200,000 peasants in this province, so we can probably increase our industries quite drastically. We're going to need a bit more infrastructure though, so we'll put in that to auto-expand, but we'll give it out a bit of a kick already. Right, so all those import routes should be making us a pretty decent bit of tariff money. Although, it's going to take a while before it's fully built up, and we should still have quite a bit of... Oh yeah, we got plenty of convoys available. Like, that is, of course, a number available, but... we could try passing that through the consuls, but it's got conscience. But it's not really something that we need right now, I don't think. What we need to get rid of is the agrarianism, but we can't until we get the industrialists in power. Which, are we boosting you? Oh, we are bolstering you. Okay, that's actually a smart idea. Austrian capitalist revolt. A Croatian uprising. So Austria is really having a rough time there. Which is actually fine by me. So you are part of the British market, yeah. And with that, actually, well, I suppose we could do a bit more trading with the British or something. What else do... I mean, there is import demands for a bit of wood, iron, clothing, furniture, steel, fine arts. Although the fine arts is something that we can just increase our production domestically quite easily. We might need a bit more paper soon enough, although that needs more sulfur, so maybe not. But we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you have it already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.